Hi, I'm Tene Croom. I had the pleasure of being at the Schomberg Center in Harlem for a wonderful, great, absolutely fabulous celebration of the 90th birthday for Ruby Dee, an actress, an activist, just an all-around phenomenal woman. Not only was there a celebration of Ruby Dee's life, her grandson, Muta Ali, screened a documentary, Life's Essentials with Ruby Dee. It was fabulous. The documentary has her name on it, but Muta said that it was also a documentary about his late grandfather, Ossie Davis.
Life's Essentials with Ruby Dee is a documentary that showcases the powerful journey a young man goes on when he delves into the lives of his grandparents, who happen to be Ossie Davis and Ruby Dee, and who happen to have lived wonderful lives in areas of love, marriage, and art, black culture, and activism.
And when the revolution came, the militants said, "Wake up, y'all. You got to comb your hair the natural way."
And the church folks said, "Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Shona! Shona!" And they just kept on going to church and getting on their knees and praying and tithing and building and buying.
And when the revolution came, the militants said, "Negroes, you got to change the way you dress."
And the church folks said, "Oh yeah? Oh yeah?" And they just kept on going to church with their knit suits and flowery bonnets and getting on their knees and praying and tithing and building and buying.
And when the revolution came, the militants said, "You got to give up white folks."
And the church folks said, "Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, never missed what we never had."
Really, what you saw with losing my grandfather and pretty much learning the lesson of valuing the people around you while they're around you really motivated the whole piece. That's definitely why we started off with that story.
I just want to share with you just a few of the people I talked to about Ruby Dee.
If you're a member of the human race, if you don't know Ruby Dee, it's shameful. But it's great to be able to celebrate our legends while they're living. And she is definitely one of our legends. You know, one of the questions that her grandson was asking himself was he an activist? He felt that he wasn't an activist. And his film is just that. It speaks beautifully of his grandparents. He asks himself honest questions. It was a lovely film and a great evening.
Wonderful celebration of the most wonderful thespian, actress, performer, activist, freedom fighter, mother, grandmother, friend, colleague in the world. I guess the most touching moment for me was the description by the grandson of the last moments of Ossie's life and his transition, and carrying the burden of that news to the family. It was really just one of the most moving moments I've experienced. I knew Ossie very well, and you know, I'll never forget the moment when I first heard the news, and it brought it all back when I saw that clip.
Well, I've loved Ruby Dee my whole life. I don't really remember my life without her. She was a huge inspiration and continues to be. And when I was doing a movie, America, a few years ago, actually it was the night of the first Obama election, Ruby Dee and I were lucky enough to be working together on that film in Detroit. And Obama won, and I knocked on her hotel room door and said, cheers to you, and to me, and to the world.
Well, I think how wonderful it is that this is being done by her grandchildren. That being that I am a grandfather, I really appreciated that. And Ruby continues to be a remarkable, remarkable woman. And I feel very honored to be here today.
you do, don't panic.
Whatever you do, don't panic.
Just walk like I taught you to walk, and talk like I taught you to talk.
Talk like I walked you to.
Duty bell,
Yes, Reverend Purdy.
wake up.
Oh, my goodness, Reverend Purdy, was I asleep?
Alert,
Alert.
wide awake,
Wide awake.
up on your toes.
Up on your toes.
That's just a figure of speech.